Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of my 2020 garden. So I apologize, it's windy today. So you're going to hear a lot of wind noise, but it's not nearly as windy as it was yesterday. Today I want to get my in-ground garden prepped. And in order for me to do that, I have to peel back some of this landscape fabric, and I have to put down a layer of compost, and I also want to put down a slow releasing fertilizer to prep for when I'm going to plant my vegetables. Now I won't be able to put anything in this garden for another month because I don't dare plant until Memorial Day weekend. I can plant some cold crops, like I'll be planting lettuce and spinach and carrots and that kind of stuff, but I don't dare plant anything else until Memorial Day weekend. So this will give this garden a good month to really take advantage of soaking in all those nutrients. So sit back, relax, and join me today to prep my in-ground garden. So for those of you who do not know, I just created this in-ground garden last year, and I will put a link in the art card above to getting this garden together. I really got a lot of production out of it last year, and I'm really glad I did it, really glad I did it. So this garden is on the north side of my house, and the sun is just overhead enough so that almost all of the garden is getting sun now. There's probably about 3 feet here that isn't getting sun, but every place where I would have plants, with the exception of 1 or 2 spots, is getting sun. So that's exciting to see. We've also had a very dry spring here. Normally our springs we don't have to worry. I am in Southeastern Wisconsin Zone 5A. A lot of the storms have been going to the north of us and hitting like the Green Bay area, go Packers, or they've been going to the south and hitting the Chicago area. I won't say anything about the Bears. So, but here we've been really dry. And what I really want to do is get this all prepped. I'm also going to be adding an irrigation system in here because I had enough left over of the drip line to add for this garden. All I had to do was buy the 1/2-inch hose or the 1/2-inch tubing to get to the drip line. So I'm going to be excited to add that. I won't have to worry about watering it all this year. Okay, enough talk. Let's work. One of the things I changed this year is I raised the bottom of these trellises up a foot throughout this whole vertical garden. And the reason I did that is, number one, it'll give me more height, an extra foot of height. And number two, you really don't need the support for your plants until they get over a foot high. So that's why I did that. And if I do need to put support, I can just do like a bamboo stick, and that'll be fine until they get bigger. So I did that everywhere. These panels are 4 feet high as they sit by 16 feet long. So this now gives me 5 feet in height to the top here. And then I just secured them on here with zip ties. You can see they are hooking on there, and this is supported here with the zip tie. The other thing I'm really happy with is this landscape fabric. I have no weeds to deal with except a few in the holes, like you can see one here. But if I had to weed this entire garden or keep it weed free, I would have given up midway through the summer. So this landscape fabric has really been a savior for me. You see, I'm sitting down. You think that I want to pet you? And so I would definitely, if I ever have an in-ground garden anywhere else or expand this garden, I will definitely put this landscape fabric down. It's so nice to be able to walk around barefoot and garden in the summertime. It's so nice just to be able to sweep it up when it gets dirty. It's so nice not to have the weeds. But the problem with it is, now that I want to amend the soil, I either have to take it all up, which I'm not going to do, or I just need to peel it back. And that's my first step in this process. As you can see, these have really gotten rusty. Please, 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 before you work with anything rusty, get yourself a tetanus shot. So I've already got myself bleeding here. So I'm going to pull this back as best I can on both sides, and then I'm going to fill this up with some black cow compost. I was really quite fascinated to see what was under here, because you have to remember this was all lawn, and the soil here has got a lot of sand in it, but it's also clay, and I'm really kind of surprised that it's not hard. It's really surprising me. It breaks up really easy. These lumps break up. It's really quite nice soil. So for those of you who are interested, this is the compost that I'm using. You can find this at Home Depot. And it's like $5.34 a bag or something like that. I'm going to be putting in is some fertilizer, slow release fertilizer. Don't bother with what this says here. Just look at this. I want something that's closest to a 555, and this is a slow release. By the time I'm ready to plant it, it'll be released into the soil. The final step is to put this 1/4-inch drip tubing in here. You can see here, and these are spaced every 12 inches. And on the end of this, I've got what's called, here, a goof plug. It looks like this. And I will anchor it down with this. It fits right over there like that. And I'm basically guessing where it goes by where I have the holes here from last year, because I'm going to be reusing that same spacing. So I was able to get everything done. You can see the drip tubing here. Here's where the drips come out. It actually hit almost every hole, so I'm glad about that. So this year and right here will be my tomatoes, so they will have some good moisture. Now I didn't finish putting this tubing in. I just left the line out so I can hook it up to the tubing, and I will end up bringing it along here. Let's see, here's another one. I'll end up bringing it along here, changing this L to a T, and then I'll be able to just run the tubing through here. So that'll be good. So that is it. I was able to get everything done. I ran out of drip tape though. What I thought was drip tape, I thought I had another pack of 100 feet. It was actually just 1/4-inch tubing. So I may end up using that, but in a different way. We'll see. But I'm glad to get this done because I've been putting it off, and it feels good just to get it done, and how that is with these projects. So thank you so much for watching this episode with this little bit of garden maintenance. And until next time, have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, be well, and happy gardening. Bye-bye.